ऐगिरिनन्दिनि नन्दितमेदिनि विश्वविनोदी नन्दनुते गिरिवरविन्ध्यशिरोधिनिवासी विष्णुविलासी जिष्णुनुते ऐगिरिनन्दिनि नन्दितमेदिनि विश्वविनोदी नन्दनुते गिरिवरविन्ध्यशिरोधिनिवासी विष्णुविलासी जिष्णुनुते.
My childhood, our childhood, I'll say, we were 4 siblings, 2 sisters and 2 brothers. It was a happy childhood. Parents were very understanding, fortunately both educated. I come from a Maharashtrian middle class family, but settled and born and brought up in Allahabad, which is a UP, big town in UP. And in sports, since both our parents played sports, we also got into sports. My father played for 5 games at the university level. And I think that helped us. We played badminton, we played tennis, table tennis, billiards, and also swimming. Swimming, I want to add one thing, that we lived in a town where we had Ganga and Jamuna. So every day morning in summers, we would take rickshaws and go to Ganga Ji and have a dip, also learn a bit of swimming. But we also joined a swimming pool. And then my younger brother, who was 8 and I was 12, we crossed Jamuna swimming. Of course, very tiring now looking back, but I think that was big achievement to cross. I mean, it took us 2.5 hours to be in the waters. Role models, and I talked about my parents and how they have brought us up and things like that. I want to add 3 people who have not been my part of my life necessarily. One of them has been, but whom I would more appropriately say I have idolized all my life. And the first name I would say is Judy Hashman. She has been a badminton legend till date in the world. She has 17 world titles in badminton, which is unparalleled to date. We have heard so many names in badminton, but she's known as badminton queen. She's been in the Guinness Book of Record. And fortunate for me, she's a very dear friend of mine, and we visit each other. So she has been, as far as my game is concerned, badminton has been my main game. So she is one of the people I have idolized all my life. The other person is Lata Mangeshkar. I don't have to describe her. Anybody in India and even anywhere in the world, everybody knows her. And I think that she is absolute God's gift to this earth. And we are fortunate to have her part of our country. And when she sings, I could bring the transistor, everything so close to my ears that nothing should go out in the open. From her voice should come straight to my ears. Absolute marvel. So Lata Mangeshkar is number 2. And the third is Shakuntala Devi. I'm sure most of the people must have heard. She was known as, she's no more unfortunately, the human computer, the mathematician, human computer, who could solve problems and maths and all that before the computer did. So these 3 people, I will say, you call them role models or you call them what you like, but I have idolized them. I worshipped them all my life. Honestly, now to think about it, very difficult, very distressing, very disappointing. More disappointing because the government didn't do anything really. We thought that they are doing, but as it turned out in the end, I thought, I mean, very they were not interested. We got that feeling. So we, just because we had to carry on, we had evidences that we had produced to the government, and they were clinching and irrefutable evidences that we gave them. But then later on, we thought that what is the government doing? Why should we have to give all these evidences? But very honestly, Meghna ji, I think disappointment and very devastating. How I myself sometimes sit back and think, how did I cope? How did I carry on for so many years? But I have, thankfully, it's all behind me. And I only hope nobody has to go through that kind of thing again. It was very distressing, I must admit that. Once they have their own mind, every child must have an aim in life, a goal in life, be it their profession, be it anything else that they want to do. And then they should work on it. Just coming, oh, main aa gayi hu, I'm here to, if you are a rich kid, you want to just have, eat, sleep and go. That is not, you are here on the earth. Is you have to make a life for yourself. You have to work on it. You have to contribute to the country. You have to contribute to the nation. That is the kind of course, for that you need determination, the dedication, your motivation should be there, your focus should be there. But, and for girls, what is it that they can't do today? I mean, they are, I was going to say they can do anything that the men can do, but I take back my words. Why should we be comparing them to men at all? In fact, soon we should be able to hear that men are saying, oh, we are doing as much as the girls, women are doing. That would be a better phrase. But I think women can do anything. They are proving themselves in everything. So we should be proud of our women. We should allow them to do what they want. Just definitely get married and settle down should not be the norm. In India, it is most of the time. But that is also all right. Settling down and having a family is also a very good thing. There's no, but that should not come in the way of what they are capable of doing and holding back. So they have to have a balance. Number two, you see, the best part I feel is that the whole support system you have within yourself. And what is the support system I have found for myself? You have to have your own mind and you have to have your own heart. Your mind should tell you what you want to do. And your heart should say, yes, that's fine. And when the heart decides, that means you're not thinking with your mind, but your heart is taking you towards that. Your mind should give you the approval for that. So you have two strong support systems within all of us have within ourselves. You don't have to go and ask, should I do this? I mean, for confirmation, you can go and do those things to your parents, to your friends, to your teacher, anybody, that's fine. But your mind and your heart should balance itself and very strongly guide you what you want. And just don't get swayed away by, oh, so-and-so is doing this, so I should do that. You have to know your talents. You have to know what your strong points are, what your weaknesses are. That's also important. And how to turn your weaknesses useful, make them useful, but not sort of get cowed down. No, I can't do this, I can't do. Everybody can do everything. I mean, you may have less talent for a particular thing or more, but if you want to do it, you can do it. So you have to, you have to know what you want to do. You should feel like doing that and then focus on it. You can do it. I feel that. And that's what I did with my life. Once I was in that pool where I had to find whether I'm going to drown or I want to swim ashore. I had my heart going. I mean, I've lived with my heart but also with my mind. So I feel I'm somehow managed to have a balance between the two, and that's how I've lived the life I have so far. Every woman can be a strong woman. Meghnaji, every woman has the potential to be a strong woman. So, and I have seen many people who give up very easily. One time they'll falter and they'll say, oh, I can't do this. No, you may fall down 10 steps, but if you are determined, every woman can become a strong woman. There may be a degrees of variation, who is how strong, but for themselves, they can become strong. And that is very necessary in today's time. Times are changing and we have to be very strong. Every woman has to be very strong, I think. They have to have an aim in life. They have to desire. They have to have courage, dedication, perseverance, strength, and focus. That is a few things that one requires to be strong, stay strong, and continue to be strong. And then you can help others. So that is one thing. What I also feel that now that the Navratri is coming, we have all these devis and goddesses, and they have their own attributes. When we pray to them, we can pray to them and say that, please, thoda thoda hame aap bhi dete rahiye, apne vard hastra hum pe rakhiye. And I feel that this is the time we have to just pray to God and say, I strongly believe in my prayers. I very strongly, Meghna ji, believe in my nation. And once you say my nation, then your family, your community, your neighborhood, everything gets covered. But I feel strongly about my nation. And people who cannot value and respect their own nation, they are nobody. As far as I'm concerned, they are nobody. We don't even have to give a thought to such. You are born in a country and you have to respect the country, and you have to put your 2 penny worth for the upliftment of the country. And I don't have to talk about the sacrifices of the soldiers that are there. So with my folded hands, I request each and every person on this earth, wherever you might be living, please give the due respect to the soldiers and their families. If they are there, then you are sitting at home comfortably. Without them, you are nobody. हाथ जोड़ के सब देवी देवताओं से मैं ये प्रार्थना करना चाहती हूँ, सच्चे मन से, सच्चे दिल से, कि सब मानव जाति के हर लोगों को सद्बुद्धि दो, और इस धरती पे हमारे देश में अमन, शांति, स्वास्थ्य, चैन ये बना रहे हमेशा के लिए। और ये संभव केवल तब है जब ईश्वर चाहेंगे कि ऐसा होगा। ईश्वर मानव जाति में बुद्धि डालेंगे कि आराम से रहो, and value what the nature, we call it nature, we call it God, what nature and God has given us. So this is my last prayer to God. Please give wisdom to people and bring peace on this earth. Thank you so much.